Hello everybody, welcome. I'm here at last. Couple of weeks off. Do apologise for that. Had a lot going on. Got a lot going on. I've got something going on tonight as well. But first, who have we got? We've got Rotlaw's first one in, the Grim Reaper, Darren Pepperdine. Who's that? Amy. Don't know who she is. Barnabas Junction, Darren Pepperdine, Samuel Smith. Hello to you all. So yeah, not been here for a while, as you know. What's everybody been up to? First one of the night. It's a Speedo. Not done that for a while. Speedolino. Yes, I have got something good happening tonight, but I'm not going to tell you yet. We've got Vern. Good evening, or should I say good afternoon, Vern. He's in Chicago. How are you, Vern? How's the weather? As you can see, it's a nice evening over in England. Oh, do you want to see something? I look a bit different than how you may remember me last. I've even got grey bits. Amy's saying it's beautiful outside. It is, Amy. It is. Wish you were here.
Oh, really?
I'll give it away.
I'll give it away, I know.
Yes,
Oh.
Amy's here alongside me.
Say hello.
Go on, say hello, Amy. Say hello.
Hello.
Samuel says you rock with that beard. Thank you.
Let's talk about me then.
Yeah, Amy's got rid of her beard for tonight.
Clean the shave for this evening. Hi, Amy from Chicago.
So yes, Amy's on the platform tonight. She's not on the rails. She's on leave. So she thought she'd come and see what happens this side of things. The Grim Reaper is on the train with Mrs. M and Little Me's Grim. Just been to watch the new Deadpool. We've got the Shortbread Express joining. Good evening, Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello, Trevor and Amy.
Hello.
Vern says, will the trains manage without you, Amy?
And they've managed a couple of weeks without me. I'm sure they can manage a couple of more days.
Ralph's hoping for some 66s.
Before you came, there was one that came past.
Was there?
Yeah, Freightliner.
Freightliner. Oh, boo, says Amy.
Yeah, boo. Not Team Red.
Lights in the distance. Is it another Speedo? Probably, they always are. They always are. Samuel Smith says there will be no freight for the next hour. Next one is at 9:15.
Oh.
Next hour, the next one is at 9:15. That would be 3 hours and 15 minutes. We don't know.
Yeah. Check your times.
Andrew, Mr. Shortbread Express, thank you for that.
You gave me your shortbread. Thank you.
He does. He gives me shortbread every week. Does our Andrew? I've not had any for the last couple of weeks.
Yes, a lot more then.
Well, no, that's me. It's me. I've not been out. Ah, Vern, this one's for you. Oh, beg your pardon.
Oh, is it?
It's bush cam. Already? Yeah, well, they're delayed, aren't they? Sorry, I do apologise. Bush cam activated. First one of the night, just for you, Vern. Vern likes his 350s over in Chicago. Yeah, this is for the play. I'm doing a play at the Harlequin Theatre in Northwich.
Oh, right. Who are you playing?
Pastor.
Oh.
Man of God.
Oh, right, okay.
Clergy.
You're clergy. Are you sure you're suitable for that role?
Someone thinks so.
Short interlude.
Last time I was out, I always move back when I do that. Move the camera away so that people aren't in it.
Yeah.
So I did that. A bloke got off the train and he walked right there.
Did he?
Right in front of the camera like that.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, what are you doing? He says, I don't want to be on camera. And I'm like, well, that's why I've moved it. That's why I've stepped right back. Yes, everybody in the stream that night was having a little chuckle at that bloke.
It's Mr. Beard.
It's Mr. Beard, says the Grim. Yes, you didn't recognise me, did you, Grimmy? Behave, says Shortbread. They let any riff-raff in front of the camera. The duvet, and we had a woman about 10 minutes ago jump in front of it.
I'm not saying anything, no comment.
That look.
No
That
comment.
look.
If looks could kill.
Real.
There's open train time as well. Something
Is
else
there?
that I use, yeah.
Bird looks well on you, Trev. Cheers, Grim. I want to be like you, Craig. That's what it is. Amy's putting all her work knowledge to test.
Yeah, I've forgotten it all, I think. I'm going to sit back in a train and go, I don't know how to drive this thing. Don't you drive it again?
Vern's asked, are the 66 is still operating in good condition?
I would say so, yeah. Good enough condition. As long as they're running, then that's it, really.
Good enough condition.
Good enough condition.
Press start and it goes.
Right, yeah, well, yeah.
Doesn't sound very convinced about that, Vern.
I think you've got to do a couple of bits before that.
Oh, right, okay. Turn the key.
There's no turning keys. You put a key in, and that's it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It'd be great if it did start like a car, you know.
Yeah, foot on the accelerator. Are they air conditioned?
Apart from one, no.
So there's one that is air conditioned, the rest you just open the window.
Yeah.
Or the door, as some people do.
It's a bad idea.
Is it?
It's a
Yeah.
bad idea. Yeah.
You do see people with the doors open though.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's usually probably because it's been left open because there's an internal door as well.
Oh right,
So
okay.
you've got external door and then an internal door. So the internal door will be shut. So let's say if we're like shunting in a yard, then the shunter might get off, leave the door open because they're very prone to doing that.
Uh-huh.
So if it's open, it might not be the driver. So don't blame the driver.
Would the driver not shut that before they get in?
No, because they usually still sat it. Well, they do, but it depends if someone's already got on and got off. Because that's what we do with freight. We don't just get on, drive, get off job sometimes. Because for me, I've got to shunt a train together, and I've got to have a shunter with me.
Right.
So he can get on and then get off and then not shut that door. And I'm already in the driving seat, getting my air and stuff, so you don't think about it at the time.
Okie dokie. Are they warm in the winter?
Very toasty.
Very toasty.
Very toasty, yeah. Especially if you're in one of the ends, number 2 end, because obviously both ends are different, even though they look the same. One's a bit smaller. One of them is horrible in summer, because even opening the windows, it makes it worse.
Right.
Because you've got traction motor blowers underneath, so what happens is it shoots all the hot air up, and then it circulates into the cab.
Right, okay.
So opening the window in summer
is not a good idea.
Yeah.
So in the winter you drive from that end, and then in the summer the other end.
It depends. Your train might be already ready with number 2. You're driving in number 2 end, so
Fair
it's
enough.
yeah. It's not as easy just to spin them around. We needed one of those turntables. We need them back. We need them everywhere. We switch them around.
There you go. Turntables are needed
Yes. Requirement.
for the comfort of the drivers in summer and winter.
Absolutely. They're all out in the gardens, these drivers, on barbecue, I think.
Yeah, or stood on platforms.
Or stood on platforms, yeah. Well, what good are these drivers?
Nope. We know that for a fact. What's your favourite load? Asks the shortbread.
Favourite load to carry? I would say the Land Rover Jaguar one, so cars. I like doing the car trains because they're quite long. And yeah, you got expensive. I think that's probably one of our most expensive loads that we carry, because you can imagine, like, I think we've got 10 wagons, but there's like 4 carriages to a wagon, and you can get like 4 Range Rovers on it. Something like
On
that.
one wagon.
On one wagon.
4 Range Rovers on one. And they're what? Be like 60 grand easy, aren't they? Each.
Yeah, very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. Yeah, get all sorts. But that's probably my favourite that we do.
I put the trailer to this stream of you coming north.
Yeah.
Empties.
Yes, empties. Yeah. To Hillwood.
In the red shed.
The red shed.
The
The
red
best
shed.
sheds. The best sheds.
Which 66 is air conditioned, asked Vern.
090 66090.
There you go, she even knows the number as well.
Yeah, it's the first one I drove.
Oh, is it?
It's the very first one I drove. Yeah. And I was training. They let you do a little 5-minute on it just to get used to how it all handles.
Yeah.
And that was it. 090. And it's a blue one. It's one of the maritime ones.
I've never seen one of them once.
Have you?
Yeah, once.
Oh.
Favourite livery? DB, is it?
Yeah, DB livery, of course. It'd be maritime, because I like blue, but that colour blue. So, and I think that's probably, we've got blue, 1 green, and the rest red.
Not
and
an
then
Everton
Edwards.
fan, are you?
No.
Oh.
I don't do football. What are you talking about?
Ah, right, okay. Alright, fair enough. Let you off. Let you off.
Yeah.
What about rugby? I'm going to say
I'm not going to, do not say it. Do not.
It's got to be Wigan, isn't
say
it? It's got to be Wigan.
Yeah, because it's Warrington versus Wigan,
Yeah.
isn't it, next year in LA?
Oh, in LA, yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Vegas, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Oh.
But it's Wigan versus Warrington tonight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
It's Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Today? Yeah.
Yeah. It is. Lack of trains. What is going on?
I know.
Got about 3 Pendos come past before you came.
What's the stating of your acting career, Trevor? I'm first rehearsal is Tuesday night. So for the last month and a half, I've been spending probably 2 hours a night when I can, when I'm not in work, should I say, with my head in a script. But yeah, first rehearsal Tuesday night. Anthra joining as well. Anthra is in France. Hello to you. The Olympic ceremony has started.
Oh yeah, the Olympic. Forgot about that.
With no trains. I believe there's been arson on the French network somewhere, which has brought them to a pretty much near standstill.
Oh.
I think 1 in 4 Eurostars have been cancelled because of it.
Whoops. That's all we'll say. I think there might be probably a Pendo incoming, potentially.
Yeah, right, so you are correct.
Woo! Yeah. Trains and planes. Trains and planes.
Yeah, you've got the tattoos, haven't you?
There it is.
And the train track.
Nope, I've not yet.
I think you had a train track.
No, I was thinking of it.
Oh, were you?
I was thinking of it.
Anthra's not watching the Olympic ceremony, but Enoki is on the couch. Enoki's the rabbit.
Oh.
So they're in France, these.
Ah, right.
Anthra and Enoki.
Ah.
So Anthra watches with Pet Rabbit on the couch.
Oh, cute.
There you go, Enoki, is your first one.
Ooh.
Speedo.
Looks like it's climbed up one as well, doesn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah, it is.
Have to get it. I need a new screen protector. Just gonna say it.
I need a new phone. It's completely...
Is it dead? Dead?
Yeah, gone.
Not my favourite bloody one. I think everyone loves the Pride one, don't they?
Yeah.
My favourite's the Be Together, even though it's not in any special livery, of course, because they've only got the 2. So the very first Pendo 001, it's got that little bee on the front, cluster on the front.
That's, what's his name? Shortbread Express will agree with you on that one, I think.
Oh, is that
Oh, no, he
Brisbane?
won't. No, he won't. 119.
1-1 now.
And next, another 390.
Pendo Central.
No Royal Mail. What happened, Amy?
I do not know. It's not DB. We know that. It's not DB. It's the electric's been too expensive and the 325s are aging, so obviously can't afford to maintain them anymore. Although there's 10 of them being maintained and they were refurbing a couple to bring them back into service at the time before Royal Mail decided to pull. So it's all Royal Mail, not DB.
So electric is more expensive than diesel.
More expensive than new, more HGVs on the road, more drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it says the state of everything at the minute. It's not good. Yeah, there you go. There'll be plenty at Crewe.
Yeah. Buy a 325 to play with, yeah. Yeah. Go and get one for putting my shed.
She shed big enough.
I've just got a problem though. It is N-gauge what I'm putting in it. I might struggle there.
Yeah. Thank you.
So have they been sold, do you know? Or they just sat there rotting?
They don't belong to DB, so we just maintain them. They're not even ours. So they'll go to somebody, or they'll get scrapped probably.
Lovely. Amy, did you hear about 651 being renumbered and re-geared?
Why did they do that? That's because they got rid of the 60s. So they need to re-gear some locals to pull a little bit more than a normal 66 can, because we do have a couple of jobs that need a 60 on it. So that's why they've re-geared them. So that's a simple answer really, just because they got rid of the 60s. So I think is there 5 being done? There's a couple being re-geared. There's 2, I think, in service, and a couple more that are going to be done just as extra, just in case. I think it's about 15% more pulling traction power, something like that.
Okay. Is that better on fuel then?
It just means they can't do 75 miles an hour, so when they re-gear them, they can only do 60, up to 60.
Right.
Fuel, I think, is exactly the same. I missed a question. Amy, do you follow any American trains? I like American trains. I don't follow anything in particular, but I'm going to America in September, so I'm going to go to one of the stations there and just sit and wait for some freight trains to go past, because I've never actually seen proper freight trains over there yet.
And they're about a mile long, aren't they?
Yeah, very long. Where at? It's in Michigan, so Union Station, Durand Station. I think that's where I'm going. I'm staying with friends in Oxford, Michigan. So I think it's like about 50 minutes from there.
When's that? September?
End of September. I have to share this live, don't I? That's what I've not done.
Yeah, people don't know you're here.
No, they don't.
Do you think that UK freight trains can be like USA? We ain't got the...
We ain't got the infrastructure. No.
We got a speedo though.
Yeah. That's something the Americans don't have.
Yeah, they don't have this. Oh, I overturned on that one. Cameron Lee, hello. Good evening to you.
Yeah, the infrastructure for Americans, plus everything's small. And their trains are big monsters.
So what's the surprise, says Cameron. The surprise is stood next to me. I've got a train driver with me.
That was probably the worst I've ever looked in my life.
Instead of being there, she's here. Did they get rid of the Class 60s because of wear and tear?
It was more for the fact they were costly to maintain, and the engines on a 60 are only really valid for a certain amount of mileage as well before they need, obviously, a major overhaul. So it's very expensive to keep 60s, and I think that was the logic in getting rid of them in favour of just having a fleet of 66s, which they can. It's like model parts, isn't it? You can replace stuff easy on a 66, whereas on a 60 it's not easy at all.
You've got
it's
to take it all out.
Yeah, so the whole engine would need redoing on a 60 after a certain mileage. So, and they were coming to the end of that mileage, so DB cut the losses.
We've got Jules C. Hello from Northwich. Hello from Acton Bridge.
Hello.
Hello. Have you ever driven a 37?
I have not, but I would like to.
Give me a shout when you do, won't you? Cab pass.
Cab pass.
You heard it.
Always asking.
I'm always asking. I've still not got one. I'm tempted. I'm going to get one.
Oh yeah, eventually.
Eventually. There you go. You heard it. You heard it. We have evidence.
Evidence. Yeah.
37s are legendary.
Yeah. I do prefer a Deltic though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Jason, did you hear that? Not Jason, Craig, did you hear that? I was on the phone to Craig the other night and we were talking about 37s and I went, well, the Deltics.
Yeah.
And he said, no, I like the 37s. I said,
No.
a 37 is a poor man's Deltic.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah.
There we go. I am speaking like a train driver.
Have you ever driven a Class 70? I have not. No. And I'm not really bothered of whether I do or I don't, to be honest.
Okay. That says a lot about the Class 70.
Yeah, it's one of the ones I'm not bothered. I don't particularly like the look of them. They just, sorry, I know that's one of you like them, don't you? You like the 70s.
Yeah, but I prefer the Deltic.
Yeah, the Delta, yeah. Absolutely.
Have we got any specials for Acton Bridge tonight? Probably not.
No.
Oh. We do have a stopper. Vern's asking, how long are you going to be in the States?
2 weeks. I'll be in the States. 2 weeks. I would choose a Class 37 over a Deltic. Oh dear.
Jules says, I'm watching for my older bro. It showed him your Acton Bridge vlog. He's a train spotter. And I'll show him this on Saturday. Cool, thank you for that. Come to Chicago, says Vern. There's plenty over there.
I have been to Chicago. A good few years ago.
Have you ever been on the Flying Scotsman?
Before a bit. I have not, no. I've only seen it going past. That's it. I'm not very exciting, am I?
Yeah, get back to work, Amy.
Get back to work, Amy. You're useless. How did I like it? I loved Chicago. Absolutely love Chicago. I am considering it, potentially, when I do go to Michigan for a couple of days. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel.
Not far away then, I take it, Chicago.
No. It's about like a 5-hour drive.
Oh, right, yeah. Just up the road.
Yeah, just up road. Have pizza. No, I didn't, because I went on my own. It was like a solo trip. And I didn't. That's one of the things I regret not doing. But then I heard Detroit has a lot of good pizza as well.
Got somebody else from America in, Rock Laws. He's in Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah, all good. Thanks, Mr. Rock. Hope you are too. Just doing a lot of preparation for this play that I'm in October. Obviously work as well. And I'm working on something else in my free time at home, which Amy's going to be a part of. She doesn't know what it is yet.
I don't know what it is yet.
She hasn't got a clue.
I'm keen to know.
And I'm hoping to get other people from YouTube community involved in it as well. But details of that will be coming out soon. That look.
I just want to know.
That wasn't the stare that you gave me before, to be fair.
Where's the furthest you ever driven a freight train to, Amy? The furthest for me was probably during my training. I think from Warrington down to Wembley. That's as far as I've gone so far, which is quite a distance. That's like a 3-hour drive. I probably eventually will do that when I start route learning other places. So we'll see. Maybe down there on my own at some point soon.
What routes have you got that you've signed off on?
From Warrington to Crewe, Warrington to Runcorn area, Garston. I can go there, speak. Can't go all the way to Liverpool, unfortunately, because that's where we end on freight there. So up to Garston, Ditton. There's a lower level, there's a little freight only line that goes round directly to Pwll Y Ddraig. So there's that there. And before I went off, I was route learning to Trafford Park, so going through Manchester from Crewe. So that's next on the list.
Manchester to Crewe.
The delights, it's very complicated.
Yeah, yeah, I could imagine it would be that way. It's not a straightforward one, is it?
No, it's not. I think it's straightforward until you get to Piccadilly, and then that's it. It just goes to pot then.
Yeah. Cameron says there's a 45 special from Bristol to York tomorrow. Diamond Jubilee.
Ooh, special. No, Chicago pizza better. Yeah, I can imagine.
Have we got a Drax tonight? Do you know? Does anybody know if we got a Drax tonight?
No, actually.
I could tell you now we've got no Royal Mail.
Well, no, it should still be coming out. It's till October.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ah. All right. Have we got Royal Mail?
Yeah, you've got till October, so make the most of it.
Yeah. Enjoy the Royal Mail while we can. It's hard to see this now, isn't it? Because of the sun. Vern's having pizza tonight. Amy, do you ever get a clear from Deansgate?
To Manchester Pick. I've only done it once. I can't tell you yet. Ask me again in a couple of weeks when I've done it a few times, and then I'll let you know.
Why does Royal Mail end at October? It's because of the cost of electric.
Royal Mail is pulling the 325s now in favour of road haulage because it's too expensive to run, or they're too expensive to run because of the electrics.
Speedo. With tones, thank you, Avanti.
What was the most strange as you ever seen before, Amy, when you drive a freight train at a station? Well, I've not been through Crewe a lot, you know.
Have you not?
No. Because we always, with freight, we generally
it goes
go
around
through
the side.
Basford Hall. Yeah.
It goes around the side of it, doesn't it?
That's a good question. The once or twice, should I say, that I've been through Manchester, I feel Manchester does. Oxford Road, there's quite a lot with cameras there, it seems. Either that or Stafford. I think Stafford has quite a few at the other end of platforms.
Oh yeah, Sarah goes to Stafford a lot, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She got you at Stafford, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's got me a couple of times. Yeah, I'd say that, Manchester and Stafford, for me at the minute, from what I've seen. And sometimes it's mostly because people know I'm going to be there and I've told people. So that's why I did extra.
"20 people in, 17 thumbs up.
I think I've given you a thumbs up. That's really bad, isn't it?
Welcome everyone. Oh, Amy.
There you go, you've got it now.
There we are. Hey.
Oh.
The special guest's not very special.
I know, that's it. I'm not special, it's just mediocre person. Amy, do you ever want to go faster than a pendulum? Yeah, I'd have a go at a pendo, no problem. No problem, I'd have a go at that. Freight, I prefer freight at the minute, but never say never.
Never say never. Different licence for passenger.
It's the same. It's just you got to train up on them and stuff. That's it. It's the same. It's just the rules are going to be slightly different for you because you're driving a different class and you're passenger, not freight. So, but they train you up for all that.
And obviously the speed as well.
And the speed, yes, high speed. We don't go that speed, unfortunately. I did on the Royal Mail, but oh wait.
It was 100, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100.
But oh wait, won't get to do that again. Sad times.
Oh.
I won't kick it over, it's like doosh, straight down.
I've done that a few times. Mind you, you've knocked it over before now.
Yeah, coming fast.
Yeah.
What is your hometown, Amy? Wigan. That's my hometown. Pie eaters. Pendolinos must be quite fun to drive because of the ride. Yeah, I think, going around the bends, tilting, it's fun. But it's not as empowering though, is it? You know, pulling weight and you look at the back of your train, because with the DB66s we've got side mirrors, if you've all noticed. The other companies don't do it. And when you're going around a bend and you see the length of your train, it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
When you see the length of the train that you've got and you think, my God, I'm pulling that. What? Yeah.
Yeah, I could imagine that would be quite
yeah. I've had
surreal.
a big grin on my face, like, oh my God, I'm doing this.
It's not like driving a car with a little trailer on your
No,
back, is it?
It's not. We eat up in Scotland haggis, neps. What's that? And he's talking about his Scottish food.
He's talking Scottish again.
He's talking Scottish.
Yeah. He likes to do his Scottish weekly banter.
Yeah.
The Shortbread Express.
Would you ever come and drive a freight train to York, and where would you go to? I don't know East Coast Main Line, that's the problem. So I don't know what is the, unfortunately. West Coast can't get my words out now. West Coast Main Line girly, unfortunately. I like York though, York's very pretty.
Yeah, I've been to York Station once. And the freight go right through the middle of the station at York.
Yes, they do.
Unlike Crewe.
Yeah, unlike Crewe. Yeah, they take them round the back.
Out the way.
Out the way, so no one can see them. They need a viewing platform in Basford Hall.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got like a little side road that you're not really supposed to walk down that people do, and then just a basic big dump of gravel to stand on. Yeah, I've done that.
Have you? Have you done that?
You could tell. The view's not very impressive though, is it? I mean, Crewe Alexandra Football Club right in front of you.
What's the longest train you ever drove as far as number of cars? Probably about 80, I'd say.
80?
Roughly. That's the Halewood. You probably get about 80 cars on that.
Really?
Yeah. They kind of like scrunch them all up, so something like that.
Wow.
Or not far off, but yeah, they're very long, those.
Yeah, I knew they were long. I didn't realise they were that long.
They're long.
We counted on Drax once. I think it was 30.
Woo! Yeah.
Biomass hoppers on Drax.
Just because the cars are smaller, so they can put more together.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, but it's not far off it. I mean, some of them, I think when you go down to Taunton and stuff and they do the Toyotas, I think theirs is a lot more than ours. But they're not as expensive. They're not as fancy.
Not as fancy.
Not as fancy.
Train boy Louis, hello, long time no see. Do apologise if I'm missing people out tonight. I'm not doing it on purpose. Did anybody see if we've got Drax tonight?
They can be as long as they like, as long as they do fit in sections and whatnot, but some sections are shorter than others. I think it's whatever the train can pull, I think. rather than they need to be a certain length, I think. Because I know with the Trafford Park one, they've just made that a little bit longer as well now. So I think it just depends.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that a couple of minutes ago. Burning.
Burning, yeah.
Burning. Imagine if I didn't have a little bit of hair on.
I know,
Really
yeah.
be feeling it.
Be like a
I've got sun protection on now.
You'll have a red face when you shave, it'll just be white.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, there is a limit. So you can't blow your horn from midnight till 6 AM. So at that time you can't do it.
Midnight?
From midnight onwards, yeah. So it's 23:59 technically. 23:59 you can't do it.
Can you do it for safety reasons?
Yes.
Though? You can.
Emergencies you can do it, safety, anything like that, but you can't sound it after that time just because of the hours and whatnot. You could wake Karens up and I don't think they'd be best pleased.
But you get Karens at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Like, what are you doing? People sleeping after midnight, I know.
I think Sarah experienced Karen once here.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh no!
With Andy.
Oh no!
Yeah, they'd got a train from Crewe up here and they'd been here and she come out and he was like, oh, stuff like I'm off. Got the next one gone.
Oh God!
So she scared him off.
Scared him off. Bring what? Bring lots of money when you come here. We need the money for our economy. I'm not bringing a load, honestly. I'm trying not to eat out because your tipping culture is awful. I'm just saying that.
Why do they expect it, do they?
Well, yeah, well you have to because they only pay them a certain wage, like $2 an hour, something like that, something ridiculous, and then they rely on tips to make the wages.
Oh.
They should be tipping them for good service, not tipping you because I'm paying you wages and not your boss is paying you wages.
Yeah.
That's so wrong. Obviously we don't do that, we pay them properly.
Yeah. Well, that's debatable, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. But at least they get
at least
a
they get
wage.
what they should be getting, yeah.
What they think is appropriate, not go, oh, we'll give them a little bit and then expect our customers then to top them up. So, yeah, while they sit on a money pile, bed of money, you know, a couple of billion in the pocket is spare change, you know how it is.
No, you'll have to tell me.
Yeah. So, Amy, does that rule apply to all railway companies? Yes, it's the standard rule that all train drivers follow. We've got a rule book that dictates what we should and shouldn't do. And even if the company don't agree with it, we still have to do it.
Ever entered Scotland? You've not been that far up, have you?
I've been to Scotland, I've been to Edinburgh, I've been to Glasgow, I've been,
No, I mean on the train.
On the train?
Driving.
No. Driving? Oh, driving.
I think that was the question.
Yeah, all I got was, have you ever travelled to Scotland? Not by train, but I have myself personally.
All right, drive. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that, mate. I didn't even see you in the stream. As I said a couple of minutes ago, though, I do apologise if I missed anyone out, but I saw that one. Thank you so much for that. I still need you to get in touch with me as well because I've got something at home for you to post out. Yes, I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Get yourselves a coffee on the way home.
I've got cherry coke, so I'll do me.
Shortbread and coffee, says Andrew. Yes, shortbread and coffee. Right, who's getting the beers in?
I don't drink beer.
Another speedo coming north. And more tones. Thank you, Avanti.
Good lasses, Amy. What's that? What's that mean?
What's
Good
that?
lasses. Lasses. Something going on now.
There's not only there, is there? Where as well.
Yeah.
But hey ho.
Hey ho.
Wolf Sexedix, good evening to you. How do, Trev? How do you? Thank you for coming. I'm joined with Amy tonight. She's not working.
I am here. I'm on the platform, not on the rails.
Vern's off. I'm going to leave you now, heading to Chicago. Take care. No problem, Vern. Thanks for being here. Enjoy, and we'll see you soon.
Enjoy.
Samuel Smith, so how would a driver fully set up the cab? I bet you've got a pre-op
Yes.
start-up procedure that you've got to go through that lasts about a week.
Yeah. It can take a little bit because you've got to prep both cabs, you see. So what you do in one cab, you do in the other. So it's literally... I can't really go through exactly everything because there's a bit. Literally checking all your safety equipment, make sure you've got detonators, flags.
Detonators?
Yes. Dets. I mean, we try not to use them now and stuff. It's if you have a derailment or an emergency and stuff, it's putting dets on the track just in case a train misses any signals, etc. And then as soon as a train hits a det, it needs to stop. So it's just like a little bang underneath the train. It doesn't do anything to the train.
Wow.
But yeah, dets, flags, brake stick, all sorts, checking your repair book, making sure everything's all right there. Train. Where was I? Checking your fire extinguishers because we've got fire extinguishers in there for engine purposes. Brakes, lights. Checking your wipers, checking your fluid wipers as well, fluid in your wipers, whatnot. It's literally, if you could imagine, like start looking after your car, making sure everything works, checking all that. You go around the outside of the loco, checking you've got sand in your sandboxes. You do everything. It should take you probably about 12 minutes, I think DB give you to prep your whole engine. So
12 minutes
12 minutes
for a safety check.
For a safety check, but you've got to do that from scratch. Everyone has to do it, and the computer will register if you've done it or not, because they can download you on the computer if you haven't done it. So make sure you do it.
Checking tyre pressures and things like that.
Yeah, tyre pressures. Yeah.
There is a saying that you can sometimes hear trains coming past sound like they've got flat tyres.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, some will probably have little bits of flats on them, but it's not major yet for them to be taken out of action. But yeah, you can hear it on some, can't you?
Yeah.
And you think, oh, flat.
Can you feel it? Does it?
No.
No.
Not really. I mean, if it's on the engine, I've never had one on an engine, but you definitely can't feel it if it's on a wagon. You don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose you wouldn't, would you?
Yeah.
All right, drive traffic. Great to be back, being in hospital sepsis, but fighting fit now. That's good to hear. Well, good to hear that you're fighting fit. Believe I won a prize. Believe I won a prize. Please donate to someone else.
Aww,
Wow! Thank you so much for that. Wow. Donate to someone else. Well,
Donate to somebody else.
who do we donate it to? Amy, you're going to have to choose someone.
Oh, you can choose.
No.
Me, no, well, I think Pwll Y Ddraig needs to choose because he won.
Ah.
So he should choose who it should go to.
Okay, there you go. All right, Ddraig. You heard it from the horse's mouth. So to speak.
So to speak.
So to speak. Get that in quick. That decision is yours, and thank you for that.
Everyone will be like, me.
Yeah, everyone's got to be like me.
Yeah,
me.
me,
Oh,
me,
by the
me.
way, it's a limited edition £2 Flying Scotsman coin. Ooh. Yeah, Shortbread Express is straight in there.
Yeah, I'll
me,
say it.
me. Pick me, pick me. I could imagine Andrew now. He's there. He's there. He's like Donkey and Shrek. Oh, pick me, pick me, pick me.
I mean, he's the only one. Nobody else.
Yeah, no one else wants it.
Quiet.
Everyone else is like, no, no.
I'm all right.
Don't pick me. Don't pick me.
Can you spin the wheel?
Spin the wheel. Spinning the wheel is not donating.
Yep.
Train spotting with Dan. Good evening to you. Thank you for coming. How are you, mate? I'm going to ask the question, as I've not asked it for a while. I'm going to tell you now that I can't, because at 8 o'clock, Jason's taking over. He's doing his weekly show that he was going to do last night, but he's postponed it till tonight. So he's on at 8 o'clock tonight, so I do apologise for that, mate. We've hit 30 people in the stream, 21 thumbs up, donos from the Shortbread and All Right Drive. And as soon as I said 30, it went to 24.
Oh, no.
Right, that's it. Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet.
Don't say anything. Just watch non-existent trains.
Yeah. Well,
Just watch a rail. There you go.
it's behaving itself, isn't it, that rail?
Yeah.
Not doing much,
Not
like.
doing much, but...
Dan has just come back from York. It was a nice break from all the craziness.
Like a good break.
Yeah, oh yeah, can't beat it. Did you go to the National Railway while you were there? Something's going to tell me you did.
It'd be scandalous if you didn't.
Ah, yeah, indeed. Shortbread Express's mother is saying hello to everybody. Hello, Mother Shortbread. Samuel. Oh, there we go. It's one for you, Amy.
Oh, gosh. What? Oh. So play Train Sim World and I've set up a 66. So is this accurate? I turn on AWS and DSD. I insert the master key in forward. Just put the key in. That's all you need. AWS acknowledge, headlights, instrument lights, and brakes on keypad. Brakes on keypad. What keypad are you talking about? That doesn't sound right.
We're seeing how accurate Train Sim is.
Yeah, so when you get in a cab, let's say if you're relieving somebody, obviously they'll have the train brake on, direct brake on as well. You put your number in the Qtron first, so it's your driver number, everything like that, your head code of your train, and then that's when you check your lights, make sure they're working, etc., and they're in the right, because sometimes you relieve people sort of like dusk time and they've not put the nighttime lights on, so you check all that. But yeah, if it's key out, then you should just put your key in. Only move it forward when you're ready to go forward. Just not put it in, and then the AWS will sound, and then slap the AWS button, and it's only when you put it in forward that the DSD pedal will sound. If that makes sense to you.
I understood every word what you were on about then, Amy.
Yeah, the DSD won't sound when you put the key in. It's only when you put it in the forward position or reverse, whichever way you're driving.
Yeah, just as I suspected.
Just as you suspected. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Oh.
So is the key the very first thing?
Yes, it is. It's the very first thing that you do. So if you're starting an engine from cold, obviously you'll start your engine, pull the switch up, the isolating switch on the bottom. That makes your compressor work more, so it builds up the air quicker. And then when you're ready to do your checks or start driving, it'll obviously be checks that you'll do, but in this case it's only a train sim world, so I don't think you really need to prep. So you just put your key in, and then that's when the AWS will sound. And then that's when you can build up your air. You can't do it without the key being in. Or release the brakes. Hope that makes sense.
The key activates everything, I believe, says
Yeah.
Dan.
Well, it don't activate everything, it just activates AWS and the fact that it makes the train know that, oh, there's a driver there. So it tells you which cab that you're going to be in as well.
Are they the same to set up, the cab 1 or 2?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
the same, yeah. They are the same. Have you seen any rail tours when you drive a freight train? Oh,
I bet you've seen loads, haven't you?
I haven't, no.
Have
I
you
haven't,
not?
no. I've seen a steam engine go past. I've seen one of them pass near Warrington, but that's as rail training as you can, touring as you can think, really. But I've not seen any specific tours or anything like that. I think sometimes when you're a driver and you see other trains going past, I don't think you clock really what they are. You just kind of acknowledge them and keep your eyes ahead, really.
I suppose when you've got 2 trains coming towards each other at, what, 60 mile an hour or something,
Yeah,
it's like
it's,
blink and it's gone.
Blink and it's gone, yeah. You've got enough time just to put your hand up to the driver.
Yeah. Just see a blur of light.
So the AWS needs to be flicked on after inserting the key. Now, so when you put your key in, this is what happens in a 66. When you put your key in, the AWS will sound, so it'll make a noise and you need to register that you've heard it. So you just, depress the button and that'll deactivate it then from sounding. That's how you activate your AWS. That's all it does. It's TPWS and AWS just to make sure it's working. And it shouldn't sound again after that until you've gone over a magnet.
Magnet?
Magnet, yeah. AWS is audible warning system.
Right.
So it's what sounds in your cab when you're coming up to a signal. It'll give you an audible indicator of what you're going to have ahead about 180 yards before the signal. So it'll be a nice dingy bell if it's a green, but if it's a yellow or a red, it'll be like a horn type sound, caution sound.
Right.
Yeah. Or it could be a speed warning board that you'll get AWS magnets for as well to tell you there's a speed limit coming up. There's different reasons, temporary speed limits, things like that. But it's just to alert the driver, because there's been incidences where they've kind of like been lackadaisical or just gone through a red back in time. So
Yeah.
they thought having an audible warning as well as a visual, it'll keep the driver's attention.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, very good.
Mm. I missed the surprise. I'm not a surprise.
The surprise is here all evening, Darren.
Does the AWS only sound on signal, single aspect or double aspect? Do you mean like double yellows? Yeah, it will do. Whatever
So if you've got
indication.
double, it'll go off twice.
No, just once.
Oh,
It's
right.
just once, yeah, once off thing. So you're not near the platform edge. I'm like a parrot sometimes, I just mimic people. I'm terrible. Oh, Pendo. Pendo.
Are detonators literally placed everywhere?
No. It's all to do with chain protection. It's only used in emergencies. So if a driver derails, crashes, etc., then you need to protect the other line. So let's say we're here, for instance, you've got 2 lines. So if a derailment happens on this line, which could affect another line, you need to protect that other line so no trains can come through and hit your train, as it were, if it's derailed. So you'll have track circuit clips that you'll put on the tracks to activate that there's something in that block. And then you'll put detonators on just in case for some reason that train still goes flying through. So you try and put them down as quick as you can, because that in the rule book, it's if you hit a detonator, you hear a bang, you need to stop your train. That's the rule.
Right.
So that's why they're there. So
Fair
you only
enough.
get 3, and then you do space them out about 20 yards from each other.
So you actually physically have to place these?
Yeah. They're only like little hooks on them, so they're quite easy to put down.
Ah, right. It's that time again.
Oh,
It's been an hour. It's flown by, even though we've not had much action. Bushcam activated part 2.
have I driven a class 90? No, but I've driven a class 92, which is even better. So I can't tell you about the 90s, but apparently the drivers that drove them, they loved them. So yeah, it's a shame that DB got rid, but again, it's all electrics cost again. So, but they've still kept the ones that are running, so never say never with that one. Everyone looks happy.
Oh yeah, this is funny look time as well.
Oh, is it funny look time?
Yeah, you get a lot of people staring at you.
You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I've had people giving me sorts of hand salutes, gestures, blowing kisses at me, laughing at me.
Yeah.
Men as well, blowing kisses at me. Yeah. There we go, bush cam deactivated.
What does the passenger good brakes mode do? I think as it says really, you've got passenger brake timings and good brake timings. So obviously with freight, we typically use goods. So the brakes will come on a little bit slower, because obviously with wagons and stuff, you can't really be slamming brakes on and things like that. So it's just slow, gradual braking. With past timings, as you say, the brakes are a bit more imminent, quicker to put on. Some wagons won't allow that to happen. Some do need to operate in passenger, some don't. But it's mostly goods. So it's mostly, just think of it as if you're going quick, class 1, whatever, then it'll be past timings. But anything with wagons, freight, is goods timings. And typically we're running goods.
All right, Drive's just asked a question. I think I know the answer to this one.
Oh, go on.
I'm going to see. Test me. So he says, hey, Amy, are you restricted by driving hours as with the tachograph laws regarding breaks, length of the day and hours, etc.? I'm going to say, haven't you got like 8 hours?
Is this continuous driving from the start when you're in the cab to how long you can drive for before you have to
Oh, I was thinking
stop?
of a shift. I'm thinking you've got 8 hours in a day that you're not allowed to go over 8 hours.
That's no. I think it's more, the rules are more continuous driving. So
Oh, is
we
it?
can only continuously drive for 5.5 hours. We have to stop at that point in the day.
Even if you've broke down, then you've got to call for somebody else, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's. I think there is like a maximum in the day, because if it's going to affect your next shift, then yeah. you need to. I'm still getting used to all this stuff that is part and parcel of the policies, the DB, what they want you to do, what they don't want you to do, drivers' rules, etc. But yeah, continuous driving, it's 5.5 hours. If you go over that, then you can't drive any further. The shift itself, your shift can last a bit longer, but because you've got to come cooperate passenger work, so driving to get to your train, because some drivers drive all the way, or by passenger, go all the way down to Wembley to then take a train back. So that's also included in your hours.
Yeah.
So you've got to think about that. But it's 5.5 hours. I did hear on the grapevine that GBRF are hoping to push theirs to 7 hours at one point. So whether that's going to happen, I don't know. But they need to factor in breaks and toilet breaks and things like that. So I don't know if that will happen or not. But yeah, 5.5. 5.5.
Yeah, I bet you've got toilet breaks. I bet you've got to have good bladder control, haven't you?
Yeah. Or just don't drink.
Yeah.
Just don't drink.
Yeah, drive with a banging headache and dehydration.
That's it. No, I think if you need to stop, you can stop. You can ask the signal. If you pull into a station and go, look, I really need to go to the toilet, they'll let you. It's like an emergency thing, emergency break if you're that desperate. They will let you do that. Although I feel bad if I ever do that. But
So you have done that?
No, I've not.
Oh, right.
I think for me...
You've been sat there like that?
Like, oh my God. Yeah. No, I've had to do last minute resort stuff where I've had to get like little, I've got like pee bags.
Okay.
I keep as emergency.
Right.
So it turns your pee into like jelly solid.
Right.
So that you're not carrying around physical liquid with
Okay.
you. But they're there just in case you can't make it to a toilet in time.
Okay, but never been used yet.
Once
Well.
I've used one.
Oh, right,
Once
sorry.
It was desperation.
Right,
at that point.
okay.
Like once. Yeah, I was stood at a red signal. I was like, right, I have to go.
All right, driver, I can drive for 4.5 hours, then I have to take a 45-minute break, but we can work 3 times 15 hours or 2 13 hours. Wow.
Is that lorry driving?
Yeah, lorry, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a bit different for...
Because he was on about the tachograph.
Yeah, because my dad's a HGV driver himself. Yeah, they're way more strict as well, I think. It's like if you reach a certain time limit, oh yeah, you need to have a break, even if it's on the side of a road somewhere, they've got to stop and stuff. Yeah. Amy, TMI. Sorry. Just real. If you ever want to be a train driver, this is the realities of being a train driver. Especially in freight.
We've been out 1 hour and 10 minutes with a freight driver, and we've not had a single freight train.
They know,
single one.
They know I'm here. That's it. Oh. 6 Echo 24. Which way are you going? You might be coming down. There might be a freight coming down at some point.
Oh, Amy's found one.
Maybe.
Oh,
Pending.
possibly.
Possibly. Just going to see which direction it's going.
Oh, Dan's got news.
I can help change that.
Yeah, because I said we've not had a single freight.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you can help change it. I think it was already going to arrive anyway. Yeah, it's coming this way. It's behind Pendo, I think.
Oh, happy days at last.
Yeah, it's coming this way. But which freight is it? It's not a number I recognise.
It's the opposition.
It's the opposition, probably.
66.
767. Yeah, it's not one of ours then. It's GBRF, is it? Or...
Biomass.
Oh.
It's Drax.
Is it Drax?
The Grimms are back. Mr. Grimm and Mrs. M.
love to be a train driver, waving to him. Yeah! Be a train driver then. Get on it.
Brian Morris, good evening to you. Thank you for coming. How are you? I am joined by Amy tonight, Brian.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
The next DB cargo comes past at 8:30.
Boo.
Will not be here, I'm afraid. Let's turn around.
Yeah.
Wolf Sexinks, hi Maras. Yes, hello Mara.
Hello, Brian. Hello.
Yeah, I've only been an hour and 10 minutes. We've got the first freight coming in and it's Drax. Still can't get used to this, you know.
Beard.
Oh,
Is it itchy?
yeah, very.
Oh. How can you like wear a fake beard? It's, you know, just stick it.
Yeah, stick it on and then take it off at the end.
You know.
Mrs. M says, hello, Amy.
Hello, Mrs. M.
It's Craig's wife.
Oh, Marilyn. Hello, Marilyn. Amy, do you have to do your training on passenger trains or straight freight haulage? How does it work? It depends what company. You just apply for jobs in different... It's like applying for a job normally. That's what I like in trying to be a train driver is. You just see what vacancies are open for train operating companies and just apply for them, whether that be passenger or freight. So no, you're not trained on everything. You're trained on whatever the company does, if that makes sense. So DB obviously is freight, and we do all the freight stuff. Yeah, that's it. That is literally it. It's not as complicated as people think.
The disguised 90s are coming through soon. So we quite often get told there's a pair of 90s coming through and it turns out it's a shed. Not that we complain, like, well, obviously in that situation we do complain.
Yeah. It'd be a lone little 66 just chugging along.
Yeah. Is it Pendo first?
No, it's literally next. It's going to be...
Is it?
Yeah, coming in next, yeah.
How are we northbound?
Not much else behind that.
Days. Should be alright.
There's a Pendo on the way up.
Yeah, there we go. It's in view. Just come around the bend.
It's definitely 66. So you can apply as an Uber then, yeah. I mean, I never had any railway experience when I became a driver, so I was a midwife before that, so that says a lot.
Still the same career though, isn't it? Deliveries.
Yeah. Naturally.
Oh no.
Never mind. Headballs always win at the end of the day.
Oh dear me. 77 minutes we waited for that.
Oh dear.
We kind of saw a shed there.
Yeah.
Last hour of the stream, don't forget 8 o'clock. Barnabas Junction is taking over. I have included a follow-on onto this stream for him. Paul Edwards is in. Hello, Paul. Interesting stream today. We've been, we've had a lot of knowledge today, haven't we?
End of approaching.
Thanks for that insight, Amy. There's universal website for all the operators, or look at individual ones. They'll be on the operators, won't they?
Yep, yep. Yeah, you're welcome for the insight, but yeah, it's all individual stuff, so you just need to know what train operating companies around you, whether that is freight or passenger. So for me, around me, it was Northern, DB, GBRF, Avanti. You just got to keep looking on individual websites every day, because as soon as jobs come up, they can go quite quickly, just because they're very sought after posts. So as soon as you see a post come up, you need to apply for it as soon as.
I actually did apply about a year ago, but I'm colourblind. So it's kind of like not a good thing to be for a train driver.
No.
However, having doing research, the RMT say that people with mild colour blindness, which I have, which is what mine is, can or should be able to be allowed to do it, because at the end of the day, you're able to tell the difference between like the red light and the green light. If you drive a car, you can tell the difference on the traffic light.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? I think that's what they've done with like pilots as well. I think they've kind of gone a bit, less stringent on colour blindness.
But yeah, I still failed. I still wasn't accepted.
You should try again.
But obviously, as well, the rail companies don't tend to listen too much to the rail unions.
Some do, some don't.
I wasn't expecting a comment, but I got one.
No, I think ours does quite a lot. I think ASLEF, which is the train drivers union, does quite a lot for us. Yeah. They're very good.
And there's also, I saw on the Underground that there was a colourblind guy who got given a job on there as well, because I did do a bit of research into it. So yes, damn you, Avanti, that is discrimination.
Oh, Avanti, like the poshness on the rail there. They'll probably only take you if you're fit, as it were. Because I know they don't like anyone who's got loads of sickness or anything like that. They don't like new drivers or whatever, unless they've trained you up. But yeah, they're very, very stringent rules on that. Apparently the terms and conditions are not great compared to other train companies. Just saying.
Yeah, there's not a lot of good reviews about Avanti, to be fair.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And I do believe that Branson's putting in to come back, isn't he?
Trying, I think. Trying for the better word.
He wants it back.
Yeah, he wants it back, and I think he'll be very welcome to. Well, Avanti won't like it, but unless they sort the issues out, then if he does come back, then.
Well, he was the only one that had it, wasn't he, since privatisation?
Yeah.
Didn't he have it for like 25 to 30 years, something like that?
Yeah. 2019 it got back to Avanti, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah. There we go, we've got one that's just left. It should be Skoda's.
Ooh.
4M87. Thank you, Dan. Just left crew.
You're very welcome. All right, Rav. Always try and be helpful where I can. But yeah.
Skoda's equals 90.
90. Couple of 90s. That'll be a Freightliner then, because, of course.
That'll be a class 66 then.
Yeah. Pretending to be 90s.
Yep. See what they're doing? I've figured out Freightliner here. I have caught you out, Freightliner. If you are listening, I know your game. You're saying to everybody that you're putting electric trains on the tracks to make it look like you're environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
To tick boxes for what's his name, that Kia bloke in London.
Yeah.
To say, hey, we're doing our bit, and then you're not. You're telling pork pies.
Yeah. They do that quite often, I've noticed, where you think it's going to be 90s and it's 60.
Yeah.
66. What's going on? Yeah.
Avanti have done it a couple of times as well. They've put down that they've got 18 car Pendolinos coming through.
18?
Yep.
Oh,
and then by the time they come through the platform, they seem to have lost a few.
Yeah. Where's the 8? I've never known.
Maybe they've left them at Hartford or something. I don't know. Yeah, you do get a bit of false information.
Yeah. Well, at least DB are being honest in the fact that they're too expensive. We're not going to be able to run them. Sorry.
Who puts that information up? Is it the train operators?
I think so. I don't know. It's the bills they get, isn't it? Accounts and stuff, and going, I've been charged this much for this or whatnot. Trouble is though, they get all the charges and they put it to the customer in terms of freight, because passenger, it doesn't really, I don't know what it works, how it works for passenger, but it's the customer that pays for the electrics, not DB. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot we don't know, I think.
Yeah, but the customer would pay for the fuel though if it was diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More or less,
Yeah. So it'd be the same.
Yeah. Maintenance costs and all that. But petrol seems to be, or diesel, cheaper than up there, the electric lines. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. How's the house hunting going?
I know the answer to that one.
Not very well.
Not well.
Yes, not very well. Yep, not very well. I'm trying. I'm on for a better word. I will be in crew eventually. Probably in a couple of years at this rate. Trying to get a house on your own fighting against people with 2 salaries is not easy. Let's put it that way.
For people with 5 or 6 kids.
Yeah, 5, 6 kids, everything. Yeah. They don't favour people like me, unfortunately.
Nope. Just take you a fair while to get back into to work then.
50 minutes without traffic. That's without traffic.
Yeah, and you've pretty much guaranteed it.
Yeah, guaranteed it. M6 every time. As soon as Amy comes out onto the road, that's it. Everyone goes, right,
Everybody
Amy's
else
out,
does.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go and annoy her for the day. Oh yeah, Pwll Y Ddraig 3. Or 87 should I say, is on the way. Given to us forward. There you go. Could be 90s. Never know. 75 miles an hour.
We will see.
And we'll soon see. There'll be a drum roll occasion.
So, 4 90s get towed from ones. There was 2 orange ones, 2 green ones. Got towed by a 66. But yeah, future getting towed by the past.
Yes, this is it. Yeah. I don't think they'll ever not need diesel engines.
No.
Not everything's electrified properly yet. You know, when they did the Royal Mail down into Daventry, it only could go up to a certain point before a 66 had to come and drag it the rest of the way in. So that even wasn't electrified down there. So even the Royal Mail trains can only go so far.
Yeah. These new 805s that they're bringing out, they're bi-fuel, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that they can run anywhere.
Anyway, yeah.
I reckon that's another little lie that they're going to tell us. They're always going to be running on diesel engines.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I mean, our green sheds, so we've got, you know, the ones that are powered by HVO, so hydrated vegetable oil or whatever it is. Not all of them do. They don't use it.
Do they
fuel.
not?
They can still take fuel, because even then, HVO is expensive too. Anything renewable, anything good for the planet, good for you, is always more expensive than, you know, that stuff.
Yeah.
Always. So they still needed the locals to run on fuel. So most of the time when you see the green engines going past, it's probably fuel on it.
No mail tonight.
What a shame. The class 325 went up the West Highland line. It was dragged by. I don't know that far up there. I only know up to Warrington and that's it, and down to London with the 325s what happens, but other than that I don't know beyond Warrington. Amy, do you go to Wales or Cornwall when you're driving the train? No, I do not. Nope. I'm mostly going to be West Coast Main Line. And that's probably about it, really. Yeah, I think that's probably me. Unless I decide to move somewhere to another depot where, I think it's Saltney, Bescot. I think the Birmingham drivers go down to Wales a lot. So yeah, it depends what depot you're in, what indicates what routes you're going to do. Because they all do different ones. Not a problem. You're welcome.
Friday night's normally a good night for free.
Yeah.
You don't get much of it at the weekend. Monday night's pretty quiet. And then 4 nights usually pretty good.
Yeah. Just a proper manly badge, you know.
Yeah, Winsford.
Yeah, coming into Winsford now.
Still listed as 90s.
I think so.
Not changed.
Not changed. Locomotive 4. Oh dear.
What was out? 86.
I see that all the time. Walking through Basford because you go through the
Oh, where it's
LCL,
parked up.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I was still in bed at 4. Hendo inbound. Other side of the... Dan says there was a convoy as well before.
Oh, convoy.
47, 40 and a 37.
Oh. Just came out of the road.
Aye.
Should be working now.
That's it.
Should be in bed.
How dare you work? Dan Bigman's in. Good evening, Dan.
Oh, you set the dog off.
Good evening to you too.
Not in a position of safety. Okay, darling. That must get annoying after a while.
Yeah. Especially when you put it on repeat.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Probably know it off by heart at this point.
Say it. Oh,
Yeah.
sort of got it
Oh,
wrong.
you got it wrong?
Oh,
Don't listen to it enough.
I'm not very good at learning lines.
Not much hope for you then.
I think I might struggle with this play.
Different start times and days off. Yeah, it varies. Depending on the jobs that you're on, you can kind of know what time frame and what times you might be starting and stuff. So you've got a rough idea. It's not too bad, but it is like stupid times in the morning. You could be like 2 minutes past midnight and things like that you could be on. So some are worse than others, depending on the job, but it's fine. It's fine. Some jobs you'll be out early in the morning, like 1, and you'll only be driving for a couple of hours and then you go home. So, yeah.
So you go out at 1 o'clock in the morning for a couple of hours and then go home?
Yeah. I'm a night owl anyway, so don't bother me.
Right, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm like, yeah, let's go drive.
Sleep in the day, awake during the night. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's me.
Need to move to Australia.
Yeah. Gold.
When?
That was a while ago.
I was going to say, that was a while ago. We've not had anything since then.
Since you're allowed to drive electric. Oh yeah, if they bring the 90s into service, yes. I can't just get one and drive one on the line because they're not licensed to now with DB, so they'd have to be reauthorised to be operated on the line, and DB happy for them to come back into service before I can actually drive them. So yeah, unless they bring them back into service, there's no chance of that. But you never know. You never know. Can you cam your journey? Nope.
You're not allowed, no.
No.
People do.
They do.
And then they don't have a job no more.
So they get told off for it. It does depend on the company. We can't film in the cab or anything like that. You know, just having it like a driver's view.
Yeah.
Because I think there was a driver that did do that, and DB were like, you need to take your videos down. It's not appropriate. Because it could be a distraction because you'll be looking and making sure it's still recording and stuff like that. So they don't want distractions in the cab. Now, if you were route learning and you were sat in the second man seat not driving, and it's not going to distract the driver, then yeah, you can probably do it, but you can't upload it. It's just for route learning purposes. You're not supposed to publish it. Yeah.
So if I did get the cab pass, then it'd be a waste of time, wouldn't it?
No, they might, if DB or a company authorise it, yeah, you'd be alright, as long as they authorise it.
DB, you could become my new best friends.
Yeah, I think that goes for everybody. I mean, I don't know all train providers, but I know DB are very, no, you can't do it.
Never say never, Brian.
Never say never.
I'll make sure Amy looks into it. She's laughing nervously because just in case anyone else is listening.
I ain't saying anything. I have to defend my own company. It's my company. It's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
And you only do that with very strict authorisation from managers. It probably goes a little bit more than managers, your safety managers, things like that. It's, yeah, for people to get hold of cab passes as well, DB you need to know about it in general. So there'll be higher ups that we don't know about that need to authorise it.
It does sound very strict.
Yeah. So no one can just walk into a cab just on the cuff, really. You can't just like, oh yeah, can I just come in your cab? Yeah, sure, get in, there you go. You can't do that.
So no hitchhikers.
Yeah. Yeah, no, picking you up at the side of the station, you know.
Yeah, free lift.
Free lift.
Acton Bridge. I don't think they'd be happy if you parked your 66 at the platform here, would they?
No, they wouldn't. The signals would be going mental.
Oh, I can see movement.
Yeah,
I've got movement. I've got
yeah.
movement. Right, what are they? What are they?
Are they or it?
Yeah, they or it. Is it electric? Is it diesel?
Drum roll.
Dan's still convinced the 90s.
Can't place your bets now, isn't it?
I'm...
Has it got the little light in the middle? The light's bright?
I can't tell.
If it's dull, it's probably 90s. Oh, that's quite bright. That's a 66.
Yeah, I was just going to say the two windows at the front.
Yeah.
I think we've got two square windows. Have we got an apex? Oh dear. Freightliner, you are telling pork pies. £20, it's 90s. Dan, get that money posted out.
Yeah, it's not. It is a 66.
Wow. Now you know how I feel. Amy's there closing her eyes because of the tornado, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's what you do.
That was good. That was good. Do love a good 6 days 6 though, I'm not gonna lie.
Imagine standing on the platform edge when that happens and it's -5.
Oh, chilly.
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Oh.
It's not pleasant.
No, definitely not. Braver than me.
It's not pleasant, it's 20 degrees. $39 people and 33 thumbs up, donos from All Right Drive and the shortbread. Thank you to everybody for being here. Like I said earlier, I do apologise if I have missed anyone. Obviously we have a train driver here tonight in the form of Amy. Yep, last half an hour. Jason is on at 8 o'clock. Jeffrey Hainsey, is that right? Hainsey? Do apologise if I've got it wrong, Jeffrey, but hello to you. Flymo's in.
Hey, hello,
hey, hello, Adam. How are you, mate? Thanks for coming. Amy's an absolute legend, like all train drivers. Thank you, Samuel.
Making me blush, thank you. I'm not. I'm probably just a mediocre driver. I'm really new to the game, so, you know. I'm average. Average.
People would disagree.
Yeah, by the looks of it, I'll be route learning on Monday.
Is that what you're on?
Yeah.
Route learning.
Route learning, so I'll be off to Trafford Park.
Manchester. Yeah, Manchester.
Yeah, we need to have the Norwegian routes. I do. I would like to learn West Coast Mainland like properly for myself. That will be next. I think that will be next. Once I've learned this.
Should we call her the Shed Queen?
Yeah, you could do that. Because I mean, Male Queen's never going to happen, is it?
No. No, that's done and dusted.
That was done and dusted.
Yeah.
See you later, Dan.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Dan. Take care, pal.
Anything else?
Another one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she's come down from the North which way.
Bins.
Is it the bins?
Yeah. Going to Runcorn. Yeah.
Yeah.
building an incinerator in Northwich.
Mm.
I'm wondering, will the bin still come through? You'd think
Ah.
not, but I don't. Who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
Scotchy Ag, good evening to you. Yes, lovely weather tonight. For a change, we've got summer for a day.
Yeah. Right next to Trafford Stadium. Yeah, next to Trafford Stadium, literally. Trafford Park.
Looks like the bins have just come into section now.
Have they?
Yeah.
66 action.
Yeah. Another green shed.
Anyway, which depot keeps your local 66? A local 66? I think they're everywhere. My depot doesn't have, it only has one. Warrington has a few. I'd probably say Warrington, really. Appleyard, I think, have all the 66s there, or some. But yeah, Crew only has one for shunting purposes. No 66s leave there for jobs. I only know Warrington and Crew, so I think every yard will have a selection of 66s, but obviously Crew being electrics doesn't have many, it's mostly 67s.
So that's 66 now. It's in the middle now.
Oh yeah.
That's where you were sat for about half an hour.
Yeah, I remember.
When my phone got blown over because I was waiting for you to come through.
Looks like it's waiting, isn't it?
It's only just, it'll come this way a little bit further yet.
Oh, nice moving, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still been moving.
Have you been drinking I'm Brew lately? No, I have not.
That's his favourite.
I'm Brew. It's what feeds the Scottish people, isn't it? It's your fuel.
I'm brewing shortbread.
That's his diet.
And then haggis and tatties.
Tatties, yeah. You don't need anything else to survive.
Aye.
Definitely beans.
Is there anything behind it?
No, so it should come straight
No, it
through.
comes straight through them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something.
Pendolino in slow mode. Yeah, the shed's coming straight through.
Yeah.
That's probably had to slow down because of that then, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Because that would have been coming across it.
Maybe.
Here she comes. Smelly time.
That's full. It's like just put the finger on the nose. Very smelly.
Yes, another shed, more tones. And instead of the tornado, we got the stench.
Yes.
Like I said to you before, now you know how I feel.
Yeah. Isn't it smelly that? Jeffrey? Got married last week on Wednesday.
Oh, well done. Congratulations, Jeffrey.
Don Coffee, oh yeah, I know all about his videos and things. No, Don's a different company, so I don't do route learning with him, it's only DD drivers. Do you need hose pegs? No, I just put my fingers on my nose. That'll do. How's the weather there? It's alright, isn't it?
It's lovely.
Lovely.
Have you seen 37901 in its new livery, metals grey? Looks amazing. I'm not seeing it, sounds amazing.
Oh, I think I've seen pictures of it.
Have you?
Yeah, looks alright.
Shiny.
Shiny and new. About 2 minutes.
Yeah. Not quite the Costa del Acton Bridge weather. Yeah, well, you get yourselves down here to the Costa del Acton Bridge. Aye.
I'm sure we're on show, but instead of being called Top Gear, it should be called Top Gear 3000 HP. It's a bit of a mouthful, that. Top notches, there you go. Top notches, because you notch up or down in a 66.
Is that what it's called?
Notches,
Shifting gears called in notching up or down?
Yeah, notching. Top notches, there you go.
Flat out.
Flat out.
8th gear.
Notch 8. Notch 1, notch 2, notch 3, notch 4, 5, notch 6, notch 7, 8. And then you always hope they go 9, but they don't.
Yeah, why would it go any faster?
Go,
come on, I want to go home.
Yeah. And even when you put it into notch 8, because we're always advised, try not to use notch 8 because it uses more fuel. See if you can manage on notch 7. It won't let you go directly, because it will easily flow into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 7, but you've got to lift the handle out towards yourself and then up to get it into notch 8.
Right.
Yeah.
So like a reverse gear.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
You've got to fight with it.
Yep.
But it uses more fuel.
Yeah.
I thought the idea of extra gears was to save on fuel.
Well, it's just to get your speed up, isn't it? I mean, especially when you're going up the incline towards Rincon, you definitely need notch 8, especially with a 66. It's not got the power to do that on notch 7. It needs a bit more. If you want to keep to time and not be shouted at, they'll go, why are you late? I was told not to do notch 8.
I had to get out and push.
Yeah, just push it up. Why are 66s better than 59s? I don't think they are. I think 59s were always classed as more powerful. They were set up more like a 60 in the cab. But I believe they're more powerful than a 66. Don't quote me on that because I don't drive them. I've only seen one or a couple when I was in Wembley, and that's it. I don't know too much about the 59s, that's all I know.
As soon as I saw a 59, I was like, that's a shed.
Yeah.
And it was Jason. He was like, nope. That's a 59, that.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's got an apex.
Yeah.
Identical.
Mm-hmm. Modelled the same, but very different.
Yeah, a few more horses.
A few more horses. Well, tractive effort. It can pull much more.
Yeah, you don't see them.
No. Right down. They're down south, but I think there's not many of them around. 66s has more power in it. They probably have more power, but tractive effort, 59s win, because I think the most freight pulled or the heaviest was done by a 59 somewhere, I heard. I've had this discussion with people because they go, oh yeah, 59s, they're just geared differently to where they can pull more than a 66 can. Whereas a 66 can probably go far quicker. I don't think it can pull as much as a 59 can. So, yes. But they're older than the 66s. So
they were built before the 66s.
Yeah.
66s were put in place to replace them then, were they?
I don't know so much that they were to replace them. Probably were, because I think there was something before the 59s as well, wasn't there?
Was there?
Yeah. I can't think of what. See, my railway knowledge on that front is not the best, but there's little bits I know. But yeah, 59 and then the 66. I think it's to do with like the computers. I don't think the 59 has computers on it, whereas the 66 has now. It's all old tech on the 59.
Right.
Not a problem, Brian. Also, 66 just deliver things quicker. I think so, because they can run at class 4. I mean, like I said, you'll have to speak to someone who drives a 59 to tell you any different, but all I know is they've just got better tractive effort, which is what you need.
Not shades.
Not shade! Like a 60, class 60 could pull literally mountains, but it could only do 60 miles an hour. So, whereas a 66 can do 75. Remember, a 59 holds the European record for hauling weight. There you go. See? That's what I knew. I was right on something.
European weight record. Okay, go on then. Give us some info on that. Where was it? What was the weight? What was the load?
Yeah. Sounds like my old Land Rover. Old ones, not any of the new ones. Yeah. The older ones do it better sometimes. They just need more looking after. That's the problem.
The TLC.
Yeah.
Lights in the distance.
Oh.
Scotch egg, I think it was 11,000 tonne.
Nice.
What's the weight of the Jaguars?
Oh, it's not a lot. Probably 1,200, I'd say, something like that.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
So that is quite a big load then.
Yeah. If it was 11,000 tonnes, that's quite epic.
So is that about a mile long, do you think?
Well, even then, it doesn't have to be a mile long. It's just the weight of the whole train.
Yeah, true. Yep. Speedolino, not going very speedy-ish. By the looks of it.
Yeah, 66s have more fuel capacity than 59s. Very true, yes. I know that one as well.
Brian, you'll have to join Amy again, Trevor. He's enjoying the collab.
Join Trevor again. Yes, of course.
That one was late.
Oh, standard.
Late, but not running at full speed.
60s are boring to me. They don't sound anywhere near as good as 66. No, you could be right. I do like the sound of a 66 EMD engines. Great. Oh my god, Dave, CC, Dave. He's a fellow DB driver.
Oh, we've got another DB. Worker,
Yes.
driver.
He's a Saltney based driver, so if you need any questions about DB and stuff, he's probably more knowledgeable than me. Ask him loads of questions.
Hello, Dave. So, Dave, Amy, is anybody actually driving for DB tonight? I've got a question for you, Dave. Not Jade.
I'm just popping by off out soon. Where you going, Dave? I think he's on annual. He's starting his annual leave then, so yeah, he's not driving for a bit.
Right. And he said, stop him for a bit. I thought it was like pulled over at a depot, quick pint, and then he's going to carry on.
66 sound like the old train back in the diesel times. Yeah, they sound good. I mean, trouble is, when you're driving a 66, I'll be honest, you won't appreciate the noise that they make over time when you're driving them. Outside, beautiful, absolutely, but yeah, it can give you a bit of a headache after a while. So the 60s were great for that because they were quiet, so it was nice for the driver. There you go.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. I was like, guys, knowledge. I think that's for everyone who drives 66s.
Oh, there we go. More info on that record. 26th of May 1991, class 59005 set the European haulage record for a single locomotive with a stone train weighing 11,982 tons at 5,400 foot long.
Wow. There you go. 59's the one you need.
That's mad.
It is, isn't it? Just from a single engine.
Yeah.
Been transporting since I was 15 and I am now 66. Aye. 37 sounds so much stronger than the 66 is, but in reality 66 is just under 2 times stronger. There you go, Dave and his bit of knowledge. I was just going to say that with the 60s. It's not all about noise with clean power. The 60s quiet when it does it. It doesn't make a noise. It's just like, oh, there you go, a bit of weight. Oh, that'll pull that easy. It's not no sweat off my brow. Whereas a 66 has to like to get things going. Amy, did you go to Crew Open Day in 2022? No, I did not. I wasn't even driving then.
I thought you were going to say you weren't even born then.
Imagine, yeah. Well,
I don't know why. I don't know why. 3 years old, driving trains.
I know. I've grown up rapidly. Yeah, I only started started training in November 2022 with Dave. Dave is a classmate.
Oh yeah, it's the next stopper.
Whoa.
Right, well, leave it there. Jason is on in 5 minutes. Get out of the way of this stopper.
That's it.
Well, we'll leave it there after this stopper, I mean.
Yeah.
Let's move back.
Stretch. I think I'm going to run the McDonald's after this.
Ah, yeah. McDonald's.
Yeah. Trevor floating bushes.
Yes, they call. Oh yes. I do apologise. I forgot to do it. Bush cam activated. Yeah, they call this the flirt cam because there's a train down south that they call the flirt.
Oh right, yeah.
And whenever I'm here, well, not whenever, but quite often, I get a lot of people coming up to me. What are you doing? What are you doing? And it's always women.
Oh right.
Blokes will ignore me. But occasionally you'll get women coming up to you, what are you doing? And
Yeah.
they'd stood there like for 10, 15 minutes chatting to me. Everybody's taking the mick out of me in the stream.
Oh, that's great.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
women
look,
are nosy. Women are nosy.
I'm like, I've told you what I'm doing, and you just off.
Oh, no swearing on stream.
Leave me alone.
Thank you, Trevor and Amy, for best stream. Well, Trevor, I'm just like a side-on. Added extra.
Added extra.
You've
been the fountain of knowledge. You have enlightened everybody tonight. So no, thank you for that, Amy. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you, and have you?
And yeah, I've enjoyed it.
It's a shame that DB are on strike tonight.
Until late tonight. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Ralph. You're welcome, mate.
You're welcome.
Yes, we did. We got some 66s.
Yeah, a couple.
3, wasn't it?
Yeah. Turn away.
Yeah. Right.
There we go. All set to go.
Oh, fell over. It fell over. Right, there we go. That is it. End of the night for me. Jason's on in a couple of minutes. So thank you, All Right Drive and Mr. Shortbread Express. Thank you everybody else for being in here. Your thumbs up, your interaction. I couldn't get the word out. I couldn't get the word out then. Your interaction. And of course, thank you to you, Amy. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Right, until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Bye-bye.